Welcome to Warren 2009 Fantasy Football, the show.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up, Louie?
oh, what's up, Josh? How we doing?
Oh, we're doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can. How about you, man?
Uh, Doing all right. We are week 9.
Week 9. This is the week of guaranteed money.
There,
Absolutely.
1 point or 1 game difference separating third through tenth place.
Yep. Yep. We could have a significant drop from any team here. We could have a significant jump by any team here. This is exciting. This is really exciting.
Yeah,
What's not exciting, as I saw today, we got a lot of COVID cases popping up throughout the NFL, which is causing problems here. Actually, one of my outside top 20 players is now scratched off because of it. Hopefully, the rest of the NFL can stay healthy for our guaranteed money this week. It'd be kind of nice. Otherwise, last week was a pretty week
yeah,
for the
yeah.
NFL. We didn't have a whole lot of teams jumping over 100 points. The weather was terrible almost anywhere you looked. I think we had 4 teams go over 100 points out of 10. It was tough. It was tough. But, this is a new week. We're bouncing back. The weather's jumped back up to the 70s. It's kind of nice, at least in the Midwest.
Yes, beautiful weather out.
Yep.
I'll just give the quick recap right here.
Yeah, please.
So I once again get dumped on. Um, More bench points, 172 to my terrible 103 that would have beaten 6 other.
Yep.
Where art thou, Julio? Putting up 141 over Kickenbuckers, 90. And then we got receivers only beating White Girls 99 to 82. Upright Soon 111. McDouble and Drake 93. Nice win there. And then Gaskin for a friend taking down Hunted down 95-62.
Yeah,
You want to comment on that score?
I was a little bit I felt a little left out. I wanted to set some sort of record this season. So yeah, let's go lowest point so far, I guess.
Somebody had to do it.
You know,
Somebody had to do it.
huge shout out to Jimmy Garoppolo. Thank you for your help. Thank you for
Uh, I
help.
felt more sad for that than Dalvin Cook putting up 50 on me.
I mean, Seattle's given up so many points through the air this year, and even his backup came in and instantly did phenomenal. Like, what happened, Jimmy? I
Uh,
don't know. No
Jimmy,
worries, no worries. Say la vie. Let's go give a quick pick'ems recap. Louis, last week you and I differed on 2 of the 5 games, and I'll tell you right now, I got 0 games correct. You have jumped up by 2 games. Look at you go. You're only 3 games back in total on the season. Nicely done, nicely done. You're 19 out of 40. I'm 22 out of 40.
ooh,
We are doing pretty good.
this is a good comeback. It's a nice
Yeah,
week for me. Good week for me.
good week for you. Terrible week for me, I guess, in every aspect. But we're looking ahead. We're at week 9, and we're looking to have a good time. Gentlemen, we do not have the field correspondent anymore out in the field. Um, Generally, the past couple of weeks, we've been clipping him in because he's been a little busy, but given the situation recently, the man's back. He's ready to
He
talk.
is live in the studio.
Live in the studio, ready to talk some Vegas odds. Dale's 30 picks. Let's bring him on.
cheer up, sleepy Jean.
There he is.
Oh, what
Whoa.
could it mean?
Look, it's
Hey.
sun's out, guns out.
Whoop whoop. Ka-chow. 70 degrees. Let's go.
It's good to be back, boys. How you been? Louis, that was
Yeah,
another week of catching the top scoring team. You've been robbed this year.
yeah. It's just kind of something that you get okay with after a while.
Just accept it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you want to put up points, play against me. So receivers only is looking to.
Yeah, I'm giving them a plus or a minus 130 this week.
Oh, hot damn. All
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Louis,
hey.
I'll bet you on the money line.
That's that. Oh man, go on, Louis. Gonna make some money.
No.
Dale, man.
Man.
Dale, it's good to have you live back in the studio. Not so much
Yes,
in the.
it's great to be back live.
Yeah, man. Well, let's just jump right into it, man. What do we? I know we got some COVID problems going on, especially for Thursday night, which is not cool. But where do you want to start this week, man?
Maybe we'll still tee off on the Thursday night game. I mean, 49ers are plagued with injuries.
Yeah.
Packers -7. They'll win by more than a touchdown.
I'd probably give them that, even without their running backs. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's been okay as of late. It hasn't been as hot as the first month, 6 weeks of the season. Feel like the Packers will have something to prove this week after a couple of tough losses the last few weeks.
Where's the game being played?
It is played in San Fran.
Okay. That just gives Rodgers a better weather experience, I suppose.
Exactly. Brings him back to his college days when he was at Cal.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, just 49ers without Jimmy G, without
That's all I keep thinking of.
There's just too many injuries on that offense.
Debo.
Yeah.
I gotta take the Packers -7.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no dispute. We're all in on that.
There we
can
go.
agree with that.
I like that. That's a good start. Start. We'll jump into the Bears game next. Bears are in Nashville. I think last time that they went down there was when they won like 43-3 or whatever, and Bears fans drank the city dry. I don't know if you guys heard that story or not, but they're 6-point dogs. Over unders at 46.5. So Vegas is basically saying it's going to be 26, 27-20 in that range. I like the under. I don't think the Bears can score 20, and I think their defense contain defense.
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna take the over, but I agree with the under on that one. Their games have been sloppy.
How we even came back against New Orleans was beyond me. I'll take the under on that too.
Yeah, exactly. I see this like best case 23-17 in that range.
Okay, I can see it. Yeah, there's no way that our defense is going to be able to stop stiff arm Henry over there.
I don't see a 50-point game coming from him this week, though.
No. But I think you're right. They'll definitely jump up to a nice 26, 27 points.
Yeah.
I think that's about right. What do we got after the Bears game? What do we got there, man?
Another 12 o'clock game. You got Seahawks at the Bills. Seahawks are only 2.5-point favorites, which is shocking with how bad the Bills have played and how, especially on defense, when you were a top 3 defense, you've regressed, and the Seahawks offense is explosive. I know their defense isn't great, but the Bills offense isn't great. So I think the Seahawks cover that pretty easily.
What's the over under?
That one's 54. Big shootout. I think it might be the biggest over under of the week.
54.
Yeah, the second highest is the Raiders and Chargers at 53.5. So they're expecting
Oh,
a big shootout in this game compared to everyone else.
if Josh Allen's on his game, maybe he's
Yeah,
gonna.
he needs to play
I
like week 1, week 2, week 3, Josh Allen, not the last 6 weeks,
Yes.
yeah,
which,
exactly.
which should bode well for Louis this week against Jet.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I believe in Russ the cook,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Oh,
a good.
yeah.
and that's where my allegiance lies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 point favorites though, man. I don't know about that. I think
Yeah. I think they win by a touchdown.
yeah, I think so too. Especially with those weapons, Metcalf and Lockett, man. That's good. They're unstoppable. Holy crap!
Carson, if he's back,
And if Carson's back, yeah, I think.
or Dallas, whichever
Yeah.
one.
If the Seahawks D can even play remotely close to what they have the last decade, I mean, that's a Super Bowl team right there.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. They can't keep relying on Russ to cook, even though he does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Damn.
Moving into an afternoon game, it will actually be that second highest over under. Raiders at Chargers.
Okay.
Chargers are favored by a point, and how many games have we seen them below over the last 2 seasons, really?
Yeah. But Herberson, damn.
Yeah, I think you take the Raiders on the money line, you'll get slightly better odds, but I think they win.
Yeah, I can see that.
Over Las Vegas, as you said they play.
So it's
Yeah.
Las Vegas Raiders in LA to play the Chargers.
Yeah, I could see the Raiders putting up a decent game there. You know,
Yeah.
they had bad weather last week, but they've been pretty competent throughout most of
Yeah.
the season. They beat KC, so hey,
They did, and their whole old line should be back this week, which will be a huge,
yeah,
huge boost.
true. Yeah, yeah, definitely could make some money off of the Raiders there. Oh yeah.
Yep. Sunday
right.
night, you got Saints and Bucks. Over under is at 51.5. Tampa's favored by 5.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm actually conflicted on this one. If I
If
had
Michael
to,
Thomas is back, then this game I actually have written down as one of the ones that I want to watch so bad because it's the two quarterbacks that have been flip flopping with their touchdowns
yes, yep.
and Antonio Brown being
Yep.
back. It's an interesting.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Would you say 5 point favorites?
Yeah, Tampa's 5-point favorite. I mean, I like their defense is playing well.
They are playing really well. It's kind of surprising. They definitely need Michael Thomas. The Saints need Michael Thomas back in order to make. They cannot keep going to. I have him, but they cannot keep going to Kamara, man.
No,
Like,
Yeah.
so if Michael Thomas sits, I could probably see that. I could see that being exactly at 5 point favorites there. 51.5, you said?
Yeah, 51.5. I mean, I'm tempted to take the over with the way these offenses play, but it's down in Tampa. You got that hurricane making its way through Central America right now. Who knows what
True.
the weather's going to look like come Sunday night?
True. True.
That's one I'd kind of monitor it, see how that storm's progressing, see the Michael Thomas situation.
Yeah.
But obviously Vegas will adjust the lines based off of that. So if you see something early, jump on it. But I
Okay.
mean that's a tough game to bet.
That one's a tough one.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
And Monday,
It's a wait and see.
Yeah.
yes it is. That might be one where if you're up going into the night, you just throw a couple dollars on just so you have some gambling interest in it as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting already, but yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. watching two of the top 10 quarterbacks of all time.
Oh yeah. What do we got for
Definitely.
what do we got for Monday night?
Oh man, it's ugly.
Oh, it's ugly. Oh no, I just looked at it. Oh,
Patriots at the Jets.
oh God.
Yes.
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 Oh God.
Good old fashioned showdown.
Yeah,
Sure.
big AFC battle.
I mean, please tell me they have New England winning this one by at least a touchdown.
It's exactly a
I
touch.
I like Damian Harris in this game.
Do you?
Actually,
I do. I think he's only there to run the ball, and the Jets suck. So
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
yeah.
Over and under at this one's at 42 and a half. I like the under. I think it's going to be like a 31-10, like worst case scenario.
I think you're right. Absolutely. Yeah, I would take the under as well. Holy
Yeah.
hell. Yeah,
Or
that's
at
not
least
ex huh?
that's team under, depending on what that's at. I don't, unfortunately, my app doesn't pull that, and I don't think that my site has the team spreads yet, but I mean, the Jets aren't going to score more than 2 touchdowns.
Not with Adam Gase there.
Yeah.
oh man,
Oh man. That's
yeah.
going to be an ugly one, but I mean,
Poor Sam Darnold. Poor guy. Poor
Yes.
buddy.
Yeah. He's going to be seeing Ghost again. Let's just say that.
oh, he will. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's definitely going to be seeing ghosts.
Uh,
Shit.
yeah.
Oh
Might be a
shit.
good week. I don't know if you guys talked on streamers at quarterback, but Cam Newton this week, if he's playing,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what your thoughts were on him then. If
for this 1 week only, I would roll the dice on it against that abysmal Jets defense.
Yeah, compared to what he's been playing, like this might be the only week that I would trust him. You know,
Yeah.
he's definitely on my list of outside top 20. So I agree. Oh shit.
Yeah. And then you got the old, I mean, this game I wouldn't bet, but it should be a good game. Dolphins Cardinals. Who would have thought that going into the season that would be a pivotal game this weekend?
to
Tua, man. Tua and
Two.
Kyler Murray. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, Miami's defense has been strangely kick ass the past few games. So
They
yeah.
have.
it'll be interesting to see. Definitely a
No,
pivotal game.
is Gaskin playing though?
No.
Is he
No.
out? Breed in?
Reed is
Or
in. Yeah, MCL tear or strain or something like that.
yeah.
So Breed is in. What do they got for the money line on that one?
So they have the Cardinals favored by 4.5.
Okay.
I think it's a pretty fair spread. I think that's going to be one of those where it's like a 4 or 5 point game. Like they have it. I think that Vegas has that one dialed in pretty well.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah.
If they can, yeah, if Tua can continue to play like he did the second half of his game there, yeah, absolutely. It would be an interesting one to
Tough.
watch. That's a
Yeah.
nice pivotal one there. I like that. What's the over under on that one?
I think it was a 41.5. Or no, it was higher than that. It was higher than
Okay. I
that. Give me
was
one
gonna say.
second. Closed out of it. But while it's loading, you could have
Yeah.
gotten some good odds on the presidential election the last couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Vegas was flipping that pretty hard last night.
Yes, that was so funny to see.
That's awesome. Were you
Wait,
throwing
hold it.
were you throwing some money down, Dale, on the presidential election?
No, I did not. No, not on this. Too dicey.
Dude, I see.
That over under is at 48.
48. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So they're expecting about a 26-22 kind of game, which I could see.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a gambling tip 101. Look at the over under, look at the spread, and kind of see what score they're basing and just see what looks wrong in it. Because there's always going to be something that's wrong. Like Cardinals aren't going to finish with 26.
I think they're going to finish with more.
So do I, and that's where then you go bet the team over,
There you go.
and
Okay.
then you don't even have to worry about spreads or
Yeah.
getting backdoored by, like if you bet that under thinking 47, you don't get backdoored with the last second field goal.
Okay. Oh yeah, man.
True.
And you got the world's largest outdoor cocktail party this weekend.
Really?
If anyone wants to go, Jacksonville, we'll be there. Florida, Georgia.
All right. Wait, you're gonna be there?
No, but in
Oh,
my
It's
mind,
too far.
in my
It's too
mind,
far
I'll be
from
there.
my blood.
In my mind, I'll be there. You'll make your
Yeah.
own cocktail.
Exactly. Nothing
I'll
like
make a
200,000
cocktail, sure.
people tailgating.
Yeah, nothing like that. Yep. Middle pandemic. All right, 200,000. Let's go. Oh man, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be back. Good to see you guys. Good
Yeah,
to,
likewise.
good to talk through these lines with you guys. We'll see if I fare better now because it's been a bad couple of weeks, the last 2-3 weeks.
Hey man, I definitely hope it fares better. And if you
Shit
got that,
happens.
if you got that PowerPoint next week, yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah.
love
There we
it.
go. I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good, man. We'll
See you,
talk to you
boys.
again
Take
in
care.
1 week.
See ya.
Bye. Right. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and jump right into our outside top 20. Guys, go ahead and put some money down. Over under. We got we got 200,000 people at the world's largest cocktail party. Put some money down. Vegas probably has the odds. Is it going to be over 200,000 or under that? Keep that in mind too. I love what Vegas throws out there. I could not believe they put money down on the presidential election. I love it.
Yeah, it's
It's
quite funny.
so funny. All right. Anyways, back to the outside top 20. What can we do for the quarterbacks of the week, my friend? What do you got?
Quarterbacks. I actually went with Derek Carr this week
Okay.
at Los Angeles Chargers. They've been pretty enticing for the quarterback to play against. So I just think, like we were saying earlier, better weather, and I just think that they'll be clicking.
Yeah, I agree. Second highest over under is what Dale was saying. So you got to put some stock into Derek Carr. I like it. Sounds good. Well, he mentioned Cam Newton, so I'll go jump over to my other guy here, Kyle Allen. He's playing the Giants. He seems to be doing pretty solid for himself. He's still got Scary Terry out there, and he's a go-to guy. Antonio Gibson, he's a nice check down kind of guy to go to as well. He's a little bit mobile too. Like him. I like him this week. If you need to, give him a shot. All right. What about some running backs, my friend?
Running back, I kind of alluded to him earlier, but I put Damian Harris down at the Jets.
Yeah, he was my number one on this week as well. Yeah, I think last week I had mentioned Rex Burkhead, but then Damian Harris stole the show, and I think you're right.
Yeah.
He's there to run, man.
Yeah. So I liked him.
Yeah.
I snagged him.
You picked him, you snagged him, you held on to him throughout his injury.
Yeah.
Nicely done. I'll go then with let's go with Philip Lindsay.
Okay.
Versus Atlanta.
I glanced at him.
He seems to still be involved. Pardon me, like he always has been. Philip Lindsay's always there. He will, as long as he's healthy, he'll break off some sort of big run or catch and run.
Yeah.
At least one per game, at least. And so I think he's a good pick this week as well. How about a wide receiver for you, Ben?
Wide receiver, I went with, if he's healthy, Deontay Johnson at Dallas. If he's in there, he's getting targets. Claypool, I believe, will be healthy as well. But when Deontay Johnson is there, he's just
that's the problem.
Big target guy.
He needs to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing. He is so good when he's in the game. He makes every other receiver. He makes Juju look like a practice squad player. So I like it. I like the pick here. My go-to was going to be Brandon Ayuk, Green Bay, but he has been lumped in the COVID-19 protocol,
Yeah.
close contact. So I'm going to pivot here, and even though they're going with because they're dealing with their own COVID stuff going on with Andy Dalton, they're going to go with a practice squad quarterback. And I think Amari Cooper is going to be the go-to versus Pittsburgh. It was tough weather last week, but there was still decent throws by Lamar Jackson. You could still throw on Pittsburgh. So I think whoever comes up from the practice squad for Dallas, they're going to find Amari Cooper where you need to be when they need to find him. So
Could you imagine being a wide receiver just always running down and being like, he's never going to throw it to me?
Like you just take off running like I shouldn't even turn around. I'm going to walk back to the huddle. Oh God. Yeah, I know. I think and I hope I don't know. I feel bad for Dallas. Just the Dallas fans out there. Like your team entirely crumbled. There was so much hope. There was so much hope, and it's completely gone in a blink of an eye, pretty much. So, yeah. Well, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go right into the 1v1s. Exciting week 9. Everybody needs to see if they'll jump up with to be in contention for this guaranteed money. So we'll see what we got going on here. Louis, do you want to kick it off?
No. Where art thou, Julio, and more bench points?
All right.
So for where art thou, Julio? I'm only laughing because I wrote these notes earlier and I didn't come back to complete them. I wrote, held together by Mahomes, Julio Jones, and Travis Kelce.
Sometimes that's all you need, apparently.
Yeah, because I was looking at the rest of this team and I was like, there's just no way that this team puts up a winning numbers amounts of points this week.
But they did last week. It was the same team.
I know.
I know.
I think Yahoo's adding the points up wrong or something.
Bring out the old
And then for more bench points, a lot of opportunity. If DK doesn't go off like he did last week, there's a chance, but that team's locked. So.
Yeah. Had there been consistency with like the boom points, because these guys are some of the biggest boom squads in our league. They average about 120 to 130 points a game thus far. But they also have, because they have some really high weeks and then they have some really low weeks that just kind of make it hard to predict. This could have been game of the week here. But let's go with where art thou, Julio. His hamstring no longer moans for Julio Jones. It seems to be really healthy. It's, It looks good. There's no longer, I'll admit it, there's no longer defending the trade that I made earlier on in the season because Julio Jones scared me with that hamstring, and it looks great. It looks great. He is the guy. It's
a modified hamstring.
Yeah, no kidding. They put in some sort of bionic, like, fucking bullshit. We can rebuild him, and they did. And now no Calvin Ridley out there this week, I believe, so it just seems to be it looks good for him. However, get Justin Herbert some victory sherbet because more bench points they're going to take the lead on this one, and they're going to take it early, never look back. I think they're going to win this game.
Sure.
Yeah, you in on that one? Or are you going to go? Yep. Okay. I mean, we're out there, Julio. You can surprise us. You have all season long. So Don't.
I feel like if we start talking nicely about them now, we'll just ruin what they got going on, you know?
Yeah, that's about right. Okay, let's see here. How about Gaskin for a friend versus Upright Soon? So another game that was actually in contention for game of the week. We love this game here. Louis and I talked about it.
Mhm.
This is a great get right week for nobody because you both won last week. You guys are doing great. I know Gaskin, you're up in second place. Upright, you're in 10th place. But like we said, you can jump to like 6th with a win this week. It's highly possible. So do you want to go ahead and start it off here, Louis?
Yeah. So for Gaskin for a friend, I think they had Jermichael Hasty in there. I believe he had a pretty good game last week. Yeah, getting him 9 points, 12 rushes.
Mm-hmm.
That backfield is just so hard to predict. I know it last year you could start any one of San Francisco's running backs, and maybe you can't here, so maybe it could be a potential boom spot start, but I don't know how I feel about like the long term on him. So just a little bit worried there for him. And then Upright Soon, I wanted to bring up Allen Robinson. He's only had 2 weeks of fewer than 9 targets or touches in a week, and they've been the last 2 weeks. But he's still been their go-to guy. They've been getting Mooney a lot more involved.
Yeah.
It seems like, but
yeah,
I think
Robinson's
they just
always
gotta,
there.
they just gotta feed him the ball, and things will happen. If that happens, I think that Upright Soon could actually take this one.
Okay. All right. I like it. I mean, for Upright Soon, they better be lobbing him to J.K. Dobbins because he seems to be a viable fill-in. I mean, him and Gus Edwards, they're both filling in the role, but it seems like Lamar cannot throw the ball anymore. So they're going to run it. Dobbins is a great choice here. Gaskin for a friend, you're going to see a touchdown flurry with Kyler Murray because he's back. He's been doing great all season, and I'm really excited. I cannot get enough of Kyler Murray this season. You think Upright Soon is going to take the victory on this one?
Yeah.
You said? I'm going to say Gaskin stays hot, man. I think even with the Packers running back situation being all weird,
It's all weird, man.
it's all weird, and there's not much making up for it within one night because it's a Thursday night game. I think they still do great. Probably carried on the shoulders of Kyler Murray. So we have clearly seen that teams this season can win games from their quarterbacks. So I think that's what's going to happen here. So that's the one we'll differ on. I like it. What's the next one you want to talk about, man? It's either my game or your game.
Let's bring up my game.
You got it.
Lamb of God versus receiversonly.com. I think that's where I came in. David Montgomery has seen at least 19 touches over the last 5 weeks.
Okay.
He's been involved, getting involved. He's more of their go-to. It's not so cluttered now, especially with Cohen being out, Cordell Patterson not being a very good running back. David Montgomery, is that a hot take there? I don't think Cordell Patterson is a good
You're not.
back.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's a hot take because it's everybody believes it.
I'm always shocked whenever I see him getting the ball
Yeah.
and running right into a pile every single time. He never gets through.
That's
David
Matt Nagy.
Montgomery does get through. Like, it just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, then for my team, I wanted to bring up Jerry Jeudy going up against Atlanta, and I think he can start anyone playing Atlanta. So if there was ever a week to have him come in and have a nice week for me, I think it's this week. And
yeah, I think
I want to be confident. I want to give myself the win.
I think okay. All right.
Even if CMC is back, I don't care.
Yeah, I know that's a big question mark going on here because they still have Mike Davis in their lineup. Who knows what CMC
Who
will.
knows if you start him this week or not? I mean,
Yeah. Even if he does start, who knows if he gets 100% of the snaps like he used to. So,
right.
that being said, for receiversonly.com, this week I'm feeling them, Mike Williams, because they're playing Las Vegas. Again, we'll go back to this game. It's a high over-under. They're going to be throwing the ball. Justin Herbert's great, at least this week. I think he will continue to be great. And there you go. I like it. Lamb of God, my friend, it's going to be an honor to give it to James Conner because he's playing Dallas, and we all know how bad Dallas is. So, just
it's going to be a bloodbath.
It's going to be a bloodbath, and you know what? I'm actually with you. I'm with you. You're gonna take the win on this one, if not by much. You're gonna take the win. So, I like it.
But who knows? Who knows?
I mean,
receivers only could put up like 180 points. So
with their receivers only.
.com.
Then we'll move on. Kicking Buckers versus Hunted Down. Oh man. Anyways, what do you got for this one, man?
All right. So for Hunted Down, I guess I could have looked, but do you still have Marvin Jones in your flex?
Still have him in my flex, yes. As of right now, I know that Matt Stafford's now on COVID.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I don't want to rewrite it. I saw you added him this week, and he's been on like a nice little go these last few games. So I was like, I guess I could kind of like him, but then I saw the Stafford news, and I was like,
I know.
I don't even know who their backup is. Stafford's just been the only person there.
I don't know. I honestly, it's just unfortunate timing. Again, COVID continues to wreck the league at very inopportune moments, but it makes it interesting, I suppose. I don't know. It's all right.
We'll see. And then for Kicking Buckers, I wanted to bring up David Johnson.
Okay.
Back after a bye week, he has like a base. His floor has been 10 points this year, and I think if there was ever a week for him to have an above average week, it'd be against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Also after their bye week, so
yeah.
But they have not been very good to the run, so
yeah, I agree. They have not been very good at stopping the run, so it'll be a good play. David Johnson, I like him this week. I just hope that Deshaun checks down to him for a touchdown rather than just handing it off. But
Sure.
Well, I missed Deshaun while he was gone. Need I
Is that your rhyme?
That was my rhyme. I missed Deshaun when he was gone because, Jimmy G. Enough said. And Kicking Buckers. Without Kittle, it could be worse. Have confidence playing Hayden Hurst. Because he's good. He's not great. Sure, he's not a Travis Kelce, but he's consistent. I have him in another league, and he's honestly been a plug and play this entire season, and he'll get about 8 points, 7 points. That's kind of what you're looking for if you don't have one of those top 4 tight ends. So
yeah,
I think it's a really good play. I know that Kicking Buckers, the team has been struggling. It's been real rough, but I have now come to accept it. I have the points that we thought I was going to get this season. I'm going back down. I'm trending down. So I'm going to go ahead and give Kicking Buckers the win on this week.
Do you think Chris Godwin will play this week?
There's so many question marks from his finger to Antonio Brown that I don't even know how he's going to do, but he's a stud. In my opinion, he's a stud, and you got to play your studs. So if he's healthy, we'll see. I saw Kamara had a questionable tag, but he's just dealing with a bone bruise, so hopefully that's not too much of a problem.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Yeah, I
will actually give the edge to you though. So
okay. Much obliged, good sir. Much obliged. There we go. Different on 2 games this week. I love
But
it.
this might be one of the lower scoring
No, I agree.
weeks matchups.
I cannot argue that. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead, switch gears up before we go into our game of the week. We have another buy-sell guest coming on. He's going to give us a little bit of more traditional buy-sell just to keep it fresh, keep it interesting. I love everybody's buy-sell takes, and I can't wait to see what everybody else does. But we'll see how Senor Heiser does with these buy-sells. Hello, good sir.
What's up? What's up? How you boys doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm pretty freaking exhausted, but I'm doing all right. So.
Hey, we're here. We're still awake. You're still upright.
Yeah, barely. I mean, one of these at 9:45, not a great idea.
You got to work tomorrow too, don't you?
Yeah, which whatever, but.
All right, that's fair. My man, we have you on, giving us some buy sell. You again, full creative control for our guest hosts. What do you got for us this week?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people have done some pretty funny stuff, and like transactions, body parts, all the above.
I love it.
As some of you guys know, like I watch the fantasy footballers or I listen to them, and they do a lot of like just traditional buy sell stuff. So I figured I'd stick along those lines. I think that's a good thing to kind of hone in on.
Sure.
And you could really, put some thought into these on which side you're at, which is really cool. So I pretty much listed a couple players.
Okay. Is it for rest of season or is it going to be?
No, it would be for this week.
Okay.
I'll pretty much give you a number. I'll let you know what they've been in the past couple weeks, so you can kind of think of moving forward. So I try to pick some people either did pick up this week or have been starting pretty regularly, just to kind of throw that in there. And then I have one that I just think is kind of funny. So, and I would like you guys to actually like kind of think about if you would buy or sell, and I wrote what I would do on here as well, so we can kind of go from there.
Okay.
The first one is Marvin Jones Jr. All right. Obviously we know the smooth Kenny G is out, and Matty Stafford is now out.
Yeah. We literally like 2 minutes before we called you, we're just talking about Marvin Jones Jr.
Oh yeah, I figured most of these will be talked about or at least mentioned in this video, but he was definitely one that stood out, especially since you picked him up, Josh.
Yeah.
So the last 2 weeks he's been 36-11, and this is based off of half point. I don't think the bonuses are put in there, so ours might be a little different. But I was gonna say buy sell a top 18 wide receiver for this week.
Sell.
I
top 18.
Top 18.
So
I'm gonna give it a buy.
I don't even know if he gets top 20.
I'm gonna buy 18. I don't think he'd be top 15, but I think because they're playing Minnesota, right?
Minnesota's the matchup. I mean, they're gonna be
down.
They're definitely gonna be down. I think. Like I don't see them putting too much.
Yeah, I that's the only reason is that they're gonna have to throw.
Right.
And I think Blau is the backup. And he was he held his own last year when Stafford went out for a good portion of time. Granted, a lot of his throws went to Kenny Golladay, but
yes, they did.
I'm going to say buy in top 18.
All right, I'm with you, Louie. I think I'm selling it.
Okay.
I think it's one of those like he's very inconsistent. I mean, that's been him over the year.
Yeah.
And even as a number one, Marvin Hall, Cephas, I think is the other one.
Yeah.
He's had some good games without Kenny G. I feel like he's your number one. He's not a number one receiver. He's going to be covered by the number one corner. I think he's outside the top 18.
Okay, that's fair.
Let's see here. So moving on from that one, Robbie Anderson.
Let's just target Josh.
We're just talking Josh. Yes, I try my hardest not to, but no, Robbie Anderson. All right. What the past few weeks? It's been DJ Moore a couple weeks. Curtis Samuel was last week.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson was the past 4 weeks 20, 31, 38, 44.
Yeah.
They're playing Kansas City. I would assume they're going to be playing from behind.
That's my guess.
In
fair
that game.
assumption.
I feel like Kansas City is going to run the ball really well against Carolina. Teddy B can hold his own. I mean, we didn't see it last week. It was pouring rain. It was a little weird.
Yeah.
That game was kind of messed up. I have it as top 20 for Robbie Anderson this week.
So
I gotta sell. He's my number one as of right now, but I gotta sell it.
I thought he was like higher, but then now that Teddy's spreading more,
Yeah.
it's like it could be any one of those three. So you're kind of playing a little gamble there, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it's really tough. I think where's he? Let me look this up real quick.
I know Yahoo and ESPN have him ranked a lot higher than I feel confident, but
Yeah, because he was. I mean, when you picked him up, it was like 5, 20, 19, 20.
yeah.
So he was never really in that top 10 every single week.
No, and given everything, I'd actually picked him up to be a flex play most of the time. Then I made a trade, and now he's just like my wide receiver 1 or 2 until Godwin comes back. And I don't even know what's going to happen there.
The eighth receiver on the Bucks, man. So
I know.
Talked about this.
I know.
All right, so easy sell on that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get. We got a couple here that could be interesting. Okay. Moving on. Again, pretty straightforward, pretty traditional. Josh Allen.
Okay.
Quarterback number. Quarterback number 4 on the year.
Okay.
Overall, he started 3-3-3-6.
Mm-hmm.
He's been 15, 17, 19, 20 ever since. And I mean, the Jets were in there, Kansas City was in there, Tennessee. Not like incredibly great defenses. Even New England. I mean, they haven't been great lately.
What they were last year.
Yeah. He is playing Seattle.
Right.
Nick Mullins, I think last week.
Yeah, the wrong San Francisco quarterback. Yes.
Yeah. So I put the line for Josh Allen at top 8 quarterback this week.
Top 8. I might be inclined to actually buy that one.
I know that they're playing in Buffalo.
What has he been the last 3 weeks, though? You said like 17, 30?
17, 19, and 20.
Yeah, I'm going to buy it too, though. I'm actually going to buy it. It looks like it's supposed to be sunny that day, even if it is Buffalo. Their defense is terrible. They're going to have to try to climb back. I don't know what happened.
Bills' defense is terrible?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them in the course of the offseason. But I'm
8.
Let me give you the 8 for last week. So you had Patrick Mahomes was 1, and again our scoring's a tad different, but Russell Wilson's 2. Pretty sure
Nick Mullins.
Matt Stafford was 3.
Oh, okay.
But again, a little different. Justin Herbert was 4. Aaron Rodgers 5. I'm sorry, I'm like scrolling on there. I think Phillip Rivers 6. Drew Lock was 7. A huge comeback. Drew Brees was 8. So that's kind of where you cap at 8. And Tom Brady ended up being 9.
I think I will buy it. I mean, if John Brown comes back and he seems to be the healthy.
Yes.
If he comes back and is healthy.
I'm actually gonna switch up my vote and I'm selling.
Yeah, sell it. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't say for Robbie Anderson. I sold Marvin Jones. I Personally, I'm buying Robbie Anderson to
Okay.
be a top 20. I
You
think
said
it takes
top 18.
for Robbie Anderson. No, for Marvin Jones is top 18.
Oh,
Yeah, Robbie was top 20, and I'm buying that one. I think
Okay.
it takes him one big play, and we saw the Raiders do it against him.
Yeah.
You
That's
get
true.
you get 89 and a touch, or you get 100 and a touchdown. You're probably in that top 20. So,
That's true.
um,
What
I mean,
about Josh Allen?
I'm gonna buy Josh Allen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think their run game is atrocious, and even with, let's hope John Brown comes back for my sake.
hmm
That's three solid receivers at each
Yeah.
level, one at each
Yeah.
level. I would love that, but I think even without that, I think he breaks that. He gets back on track this week.
Yeah. I think so too. I think it looks like the right matchup, but it did with
He's fun. He's fun as hell when he's playing well. I mean, even when he's not, he's just a fun player to watch. I
yeah.
hope he breaks back out.
mhm.
All right. So I wanted to but talk about I think it was the highest bid this week. I think.
Oh,
Might be
okay.
It's not
mistaken.
me.
No, Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron. Yeah.
It's $8.
Who bought him?
Scott
Rannicky.
Rannicky.
Yeah. So the past 2 weeks, he's really
Mhm.
come along. The
Mhm.
first few weeks it was pretty rough, but he's been 16-3 the last 2 weeks. He's playing Dallas. I don't think anybody plays defense in Dallas. Not sure.
I don't think anybody plays football in Dallas anymore.
Hey, don't knock on Danucci or Benny B or whatever his name is.
Are you kidding me? I heard they're sitting Danucci. What do you mean?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that is true. I don't even know the other guy's name. Whatever.
Yeah. He's a practice squad feller.
Love it.
Jeez.
I have, and this one's tough because tight ends have been all over the place, but Eric Ebron, top 10 tight end against Dallas. They have literally every single person on that team could score a touchdown this week against Dallas.
Yeah, it's a coin toss about
Which is why I'm selling it, because I think the offense is just going to funnel and operate without him needing to score a touchdown.
I'm with Louis. I'm gonna sell. I mean, too many people on that team can score, especially if Deontay Johnson stays in the game. I don't think he's gonna get as many looks.
I think
I think James Conner has a huge.
I was gonna say I think an interesting line would be James Conner, top 6 running back on the week.
Yeah.
I think he can get there. I mean, he's been pretty consistent. You give a couple extra touchdowns to him for sure.
Yeah.
I'm selling this as well. I think it's hard to really. You have probably 5 decent tight ends that you can count on.
hmm
I mean, not Kittle anymore, but
Yeah.
you got Kelsey who's always there. Waller, I mean, you're always going to play
He's
him.
doing great.
Even though Lamar Jackson sucks, like he's there.
Yeah. Lamar throws like 10 passes a game. Mark Andrews catches 3 of those. I mean,
It's fair, yeah, for 20 yards.
Exactly.
And 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, but I mean, you got like T.J. Hawkinson's actually been pretty good, and then I mean, from there you get a mixture of just a bunch of crap. So it's really hard to tell on that one. Okay, a few more players for this, and then one other little thing that I wanted to do, but Todd Gurley.
Woo!
He is, I think, top 5
This week?
a year. No, on the year.
Oh.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Technically 6 again on this scoring, which is.
There is going to be a week where this guy does not score a touchdown.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Eventually.
Pretty much
all his weeks. I wanted to give you all his weeks so you knew. 19, 46, 17, 12, 3, 27, 3, 22. Do you think he's a top 20 running back against Denver this week?
I want to say no.
Gut tells me
if he gets
no.
a touchdown, he's top 20.
Let's see. Last week he fell in for a touchdown, right, against the Panthers, and he ended up 22.
Yeah. and he had like no yards. So if he gets a
Well-
touchdown with some yards this week,
Here's the other thing: is he also sat out a majority of that first half too.
yeah,
You don't
that
even
is
know.
something to be worried about as well. You're right.
Yeah. Let me just give you the last three for him. So he was 27 against Minnesota.
Hmm.
He was 30 against Detroit, and then 22nd against Carolina.
Yeah,
And
I
then
got.
he's playing Denver. Denver is pretty tough.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna sell on top 20.
Selling seems like the smart play.
If you said top 25, I would probably buy.
Top 24.
Buy.
Buy.
24, I will buy.
You're in like the 21 to 24 range then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that as well. That's kind of who was his 46 was against Dallas. What?
Back when they
If
tried.
if he doesn't score, he won't be top 25.
Okay.
Yeah,
He has to score.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
we're all in agreement on that one.
Yeah, I'm selling the top 20. So I picked
Okay.
on some players I'm playing this week. So
Hey.
karma coming back. Okay, so these last two are kind of fun. I think Ronald Jones.
Ah, yes.
Selling whatever you got on Ronald. Selling.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been 15, 18, 4, 22, 44. Top 20 running back against New Orleans.
Sell.
I thought
God.
this one was kind of funny. So, Josh, what are you thinking?
Just because I'm starting to gain confidence back in Leonard Fournette, Bruce Arians is going to do something stupid just to spite me. I'm gonna
Very
buy.
true. Very true.
You're buying top 20, yeah?
I will buy top 20 for Ronald Jones. It'll be weird, but
I think it's going to be all about the freaking quarterbacks in that game.
It will be.
I don't know, man. Ronald Jones had that fumble on Monday,
Oh,
and it didn't do jack diddly squat for him for the rest of the game. So I don't know. We'll see.
let's see. I said, I'm getting trust in Fournette, so something's gonna happen. Fantasy guys are gonna spit on me.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, that's probably will.
Sorry, I just like. Okay, so this one's kind of interesting because I don't know how many people are actually following him as much as I know some of us are.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney. Last week he was 18th.
Are you going top 20 for his line here? What do you...
So last week he was 18. They
Uh-huh.
played Tennessee.
All right.
Before that he was 90, 47, 83, 56, 66. Top 24.
I think Allen Robinson is going to get more involvement. He's been down in targets the last two games. And so, yeah, I'm a sell.
I contemplated picking up Mooney as like a bench stash because
I don't think you should be stashing
a wide receiver. I kind of
Maybe
like their
in like a 14-man league.
Gotta stash wins for when he comes back.
yeah, stash Wims just so he can punch more people in the face.
So stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tennessee is strangely ranked they're second to last against the pass.
Yeah, they give up a lot of points.
Top 24. You know what? I'm gonna buy it. I'm actually gonna buy it. He gets one or two long passes, and one of those falls in the end zone. He's in. He's in the top 24. So I'll buy.
I like the cojones. I'm buying it as well. I actually really like him this week.
Yeah.
I could even see him being. I mean, that's technically wide receiver 2.
Mm.
In most leagues, I could see him being like top 20. So wide receiver 2 for us. Just for a game. Nick Foles sucks, man. It's like a statue throwing a freaking paper airplane, but
it works.
If you get one to him, and again, kind of wrapping the fantasy footballers, they talk about how Tennessee gives up most of their points on deep balls. Allen Robinson's going to play that middle. They're going to give him a couple deep. I mean, they did last week as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
didn't
think it
have.
would be an interesting play if you had to.
Like I said, I contemplated him kind of a stash, but now looking at it, maybe if I really don't feel confident in Marvin Jones, unless somebody
Oh, you
beats me
mean
to the
Marvin
waiver wire.
Jones outside of top 18?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not losing much there.
But that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Weird.
So that kind of ends that one, and then I actually just set up not necessarily kind of a buy or sell. I just kind of wanted you guys' opinion on picking a player. I know you do this in general when you guys do the matchups, but just two players I thought were actually very evenly matched, and which one you thought would be better
Hmm.
in each matchup. So we'll run through that one quick, and then we can
Okay.
get me off of here eventually. Um, so I went Hunted Down and Kicking Butkers.
Hmm.
I thought an interesting matchup with some players that might end up being pretty even would be Fournette or Zeke.
Oh God.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, who do you think ends up? Fournette's against New Orleans. Zeke is against Pittsburgh.
I gotta go
Fournette.
Fournette. Yeah.
Same.
We've seen what Pittsburgh does, except for last week
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah. All right, so you guys went.
I
I
mean,
actually think Zeke has the better game, but I don't think it's
by much.
much better. I
Yeah.
don't think either one of them has a great game.
Neither do I, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Next one I looked at was Where Art Thou, Julio,
Hmm.
and more bench points. Right to the top, Mahomes and Herbert. Mahomes is against Carolina, and Herbert is against the
Las
Raiders.
Vegas. Yeah.
I'm going Herbert. Herbert.
I'll flash the Mahomes ring on this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think I mentioned earlier. I think they're gonna run the ball like crazy, and that actually kind of wraps into my next one. So I actually picked Herbert as well.
Okay.
I think they both have really good games. It'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I skipped mine because I want to trash talk when
We get there.
Lamb of God
Yeah.
and receiversonly.com.
Hmm.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire against Carolina
Ooh.
with Le'Veon Bell or David Montgomery against Tennessee.
That's a good one.
I'm with CEH.
I'm probably with David Montgomery.
You have no confidence in your boy anymore?
I have confidence in them. I think they're both going to have great games. I'll get my points elsewhere, though.
That's fair, but I think CEH. I think he's gonna. God, I don't know why they don't get him more involved.
I think Clyde will have a great game, but I've been liking David Montgomery as of late.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he ran so hard against New Orleans. It was very odd to see him do that well against that, but not running like crap against Carolina or something like that, you know?
That's true.
I actually, Montgomery is the 15th running back on the season. It's pretty crazy to see as a Bears fan.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets his receptions every game. He gets 4 to 5 receptions a game.
Yep.
He gets the yards, sometimes a touchdown, but he'll get you 10, 20 points in that range.
As the Monty owner last year, this is really kind of weird to hear.
Yeah, it was frustrating for you.
A little bit.
Okay, and then the last one, Upright Soon, and Gaskin for a friend.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson against Dallas, or Adam Thielen against Detroit.
Deontay Johnson if he's healthy.
Yeah, let me see what we're looking at here. Yeah, it looks like no tag on him.
No tag.
They removed the questionable tag?
Yeah, he had 3 targets, 1 reception for 6 yards, and they scored 28 points last week.
All right. I'm going Thielen. I think we talked about how Johnson could go out at any point in time, but that there's also so many mouths to feed, in Pittsburgh that it's just. I think Thielen is going to be one of two choices out there, and he's going to get as long as he scores. He's got.
Yeah, I agree with Louis on Deontay Johnson, and my main reason is Dalvin Cook. Because screw that man. If he scores 3 to 4 times, nothing's happening with anyone else.
True.
So true.
That I kind of leaned on Deontay. I think Big Ben is going to try to prove something. He can get more than 300 yards if he wants, and I think there'll be very high-scoring games. But
that's fair.
Dalvin Cook can just run over, and he catches. He catches the ball too. He catches passes if he needs to. I would actually put Justin Jefferson over Adam Thielen as well.
Okay.
He's one of those where it's like every few games he blows up. I think it's just in line for that now.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen again for sure.
Yeah. So that kind of wraps up. Again, it was a little more traditional.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to actually think about that kind of stuff because it's funny to see how consistent these people are and where they're at and compared to what we think and what we want them to do. Especially like Todd Gurley, for example. He's a running back 2. He's a running back 1. But I don't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, it's because he keeps falling in accidentally into the end zone.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Oh no! I scored a touchdown.
I mean, I'm sure he got 10 points last week and he had a touchdown. Like, are you kidding me, right now? I know he wasn't, but yeah, it's crazy stuff.
And it just continues to happen. Well, that was even if it was more traditional. I always like a buy-sell take on any level.
Yeah,
so thanks
that's a
I'm
great
still
one.
selling legs as well. I want to put that out there.
What's that? You're selling legs?
I'm still selling them. I was convinced.
Yeah, we were definitely convinced. Legs, the ankles or the lower knee, also selling. Super sell. Get rid of them while we still have them. Well, thanks for that, man. We need you to stick around. Louis, did you want to tell him why you need him to stick around? You might be part of something called. He's so lazy right now.
It's the game of the week.
I love how so lazy that he's back. He's not on the screen. The draft board's not on the screen either. I'm staring at the white wall right now.
Oh my god!
But the shape of that couch, man, it is very L-like. I love it.
Super L. Oh my god, it was so funny. Louis, you are done, man. You are ready to recline. I love it.
It got late for me all of a sudden.
Every time it's Big Chungus, man. I feel like I'm playing Among Us again.
Big Chungus!
I can't deal with this.
Oh!
Are you hooked up to dial-up? What's going on over there?
I don't know.
Hey.
Phone, so.
Oh, it's working now. We're coming in. This phone isn't broken too, is it? We're still good, right?
We're good.
Ah, there it is. It's coming in crystal clear now.
Tired as hell too. What the?
No, it's not that he's tired. It's that he's enjoying the afternoon.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure.
That's it. Welcome to the game of the week, guys. How we doing?
Welcome.
We're good. Good.
That was 10 minutes ago.
We're good. We're good. Like, do you guys have confidence in this game of the week here?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the highest scoring game. Easily.
I can see it. If everybody show up.
Yeah, except for Todd Gurley. He's a bum.
Well, Brandon Ayuk's on the COVID list, so that made my choices a little bit easier.
Okay. I say this every week. I have a major issue with Yahoo and their projections. Michael Thomas has scored 3 points all year. He doesn't have any hamstrings, and he's projected 15 points. Against the team that
just
only
sheer
scored 3
prowess
points.
of having him on the team.
Absolutely ridiculous. It's just a name grab at this point, and I don't like it.
See, but this could be the week that he blows up for 4 points.
Yeah.
His best.
I did not
Right
expect
up.
that. That was great. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that.
A good 4 points from the flex, Michael Thomas.
It'd be his best week all season.
It really would. I
Yeah.
mean, he has to beat 3 receptions for 17
A
yards.
lot of room for improvement.
Oh yeah, he's definitely leaving room for improvement.
Sky's
Oh.
the limit. Sky's the limit.
What's he touching this time? Hammy and ankle. Oh, okay.
He's got it all, but he's still gonna get 20 points. Yahoo's not even doing him justice.
At least.
At
Oh my
least.
god. Oh my god.
Well, let's kick this off here. Lamar versus Indianapolis. Are you leaving him in, or are you gonna switch him out for Tannehill, good sir?
Yeah, I'm not insane. I'm going to leave him in. I mean, Tannehill's there for the ride a little bit later. He was actually there for the ride this past week, but hurricane-like conditions stopped that.
That wasn't a fun ride. Corey Davis on the bench was not fun.
I don't get it because Joe Burrow had a pretty good game, but Ryan Tannehill couldn't do jack diddly squat.
Yeah.
It was all Giovanni Bernard, man.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
I honestly would probably start Nick Mullins if he had any receivers playing.
But he doesn't.
Pretty sure Trent Taylor, I think, is his name. He is projected 11 points this week.
I haven't heard that name in a
Who?
while.
Trent Taylor.
Exactly.
Flyjack might be picking him
Boy,
up
Trent.
right now.
That's good.
He's
That's
a wide
good.
receiver, so he'll score at least 10
We got-
points on 8 receptions.
We have to assume he's a wide receiver. He may have been like bagging groceries at the grocery store like last week. But
Hey, wasn't Adam Thielen a contractor or something?
exactly. But COVID calls. So.
Well, so, hey,
How about Roethlisberger? You got some faith in that Roethlisberger play there, Scott? What do you mean? What do you mean? No. Okay.
How do you not?
He's playing
Okay.
well.
they're gonna go up. They're gonna go up by like 23 points due to their defensive touchdowns, and then Ben Roethlisberger's gonna get the ball.
You have a chance, dude. He scored 9 points against Cleveland when they won, so
9 whole points.
Would you pivot to Tua?
Ah.
No,
No. Not a
no. That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
I mean, there's got to be someone out there. Minshew, Dalton,
I
Garoppolo.
mean, I'm gonna give Roethlisberger a go against Dallas. I'm just not confident in it.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Stafford. How are those the top 4 people on our quarterback list
How
right
can
now?
you not start him against Dallas?
For real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all I want is like 2 99-yard bombs to Eric Ebron, and I'll be okay.
What?
Yeah,
Watch,
that's-
you know how fast Eric
Two
Ebron can run?
99-yard bombs. He said.
That's what happens. No. What?
I think he would run out of bounds halfway there.
Like, I'm tired, coach.
He's so
Stop.
tired.
Ooh, ooh.
You know who can do 2 99-yard bombs this week is probably DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins could probably do it.
Will Fuller might be able to do it, but we all know Michael Thomas is going to do it.
Stop. No, he doesn't even have an ankle. One of his legs is gone. Like I'm reading it right here. Michael Thomas practiced with one arm and one leg.
And he'll still be projected 15 points.
I know. I hate it.
I'm pretty sure
Oh my
when he
God.
was on IR, he was still projected at least 2 points. I don't
Yeah,
Ew.
he'll find a way.
know. He'll find a way.
What are you doing?
All right, so
I'm honestly more scared about Will Fuller than I am DeAndre Hopkins, I would say.
Will
I think
Fuller
that's
likes to blow up every now and again.
Yeah, I mean, against Jacksonville, even though I don't think Jacksonville scores any points, but which is upsetting.
Deshaun Watson approves this message. This is okay.
No. Oh,
With Will Fuller.
no, it's going to be a pass from Brandon Cooks.
Oh, okay. What about Scott, Todd Gurley? How many accidental touchdowns do you think he's going to have this game?
Hey, Tutty's a tutty.
You think he's going to stop the brakes and still fall forward?
You know he did that on purpose.
We
Oh,
should have that conversation about his bonuses.
oh man.
He gets
What
more
about-
bonus when
Yeah.
he scores.
All right. I guess the last thing I have a question for. No, Louis, do you have any questions you want to throw out here?
No, I did not have any questions. No.
Okay. Last question, Scott.
Yes.
Your opponent in the flex has a character named John Brown. How does that make you feel?
It's not a fun game to play.
Oh, it's gonna be fun as hell against Seattle, man. I'm having a blast already just
It's
looking at
not a
it.
fun game to play, let me tell you.
I'll be fine. Just give me his first couple weeks, and I'll be all right. 16-16.
And then what happens after that?
Okay, the Rams. He got hurt. He didn't play Seattle. What did I say? Seattle.
But
What you want?
he was not practicing today.
Okay, it's a veteran day off, man. His name's John Brown, right? Like he gets hurt. They don't want it. He was
He
questioned.
gets hurt, it happens.
This could be a rest day. He wasn't practicing.
Could be.
You know, his rest day usually turns into a rest week, so don't count on it.
It's all good. I got 4 backup plans.
Which his rest week turns into a rest weekend, and then
Yes,
it's
that is
just
Trent Taylor. I actually need to make that Trent Taylor switch now.
Trent Taylor. There you go. That's the one.
11 points, right?
11 points.
Hey.
Trent Taylor.
Watch it. 2 touchdowns, 50 yards and 2 touchdowns.
We'll watch.
Eric
I don't
Ebron?
believe it.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Eric Ebron?
No, stop it. Just watch this video. You know how much I love Eric.
Or are
Ebron.
you talking about Daryl Henderson?
Get your Daryl out of here. No, you don't get to call
Questionable
him.
Daryl Henderson on his bye week.
Does not get to call him the normal name after butchering his name for years. And I know it's only been months, but
Darrell?
stop it. I don't like this. I don't like
Bringing
I
back
stayed,
Darrell, guys.
Just call him.
I stayed up for him to call a guy Darrell. I don't like it.
That's right. Just call him Junior.
Junior.
Come on, Junior.
Junior! I'm just going to change my team name to Junior.
Okay, I like it.
That's one way to go. All right, so this week it's going to be tough. You guys are here for Game of the Week. Yahoo has you projected only 3 points apart because of Michael Thomas's incredible performance.
Yeah.
That's big dick energy right there.
Big energy. Who do you guys? I mean, you guys voting for yourselves, I'm assuming. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm voting for myself on this one, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm going to give one name. I'm just going to say one name, and it's Chase Edmonds.
Michael Thomas.
All right, Louis, my man. Who do you think is going to win this week?
This was a tough one. I actually kept going back and forth. If Michael Thomas shows up, sure. But if he doesn't and it's a dud, then it goes to Robbie for sure.
We're having another conditional.
Did you guys know that Michael Thomas, when he punched,
No, if Michael Thomas is playing, I guess I can't make it conditional. I'm gonna say he doesn't show up.
So you're gonna go with McDouble and a drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
What are you gonna say, Robbie?
fun fact, the player that Michael Thomas punched and got suspended for was the same one that Javon Wims punched. I swear.
That must really be a douchebag.
He's gotta be such a douche.
His name's hyphenated. Of course he is.
Yeah, you're right.
Burn. That's a burn.
Yeah, I'm just excited to be here, guys. Thanks. I'm excited to keep my winning streak on Game of the Week going.
I'm just pissed I don't
hanging
get
out
fucked.
I had, because of the matchups, I had also leaned McDouble and a Drake, but I kind of want to differ on this game, so I'm going to go White Girls and try to pull ahead on you on the pick'em. I think White Girls are going to get two
I think we
accidental.
differed on a lot this week then, Josh. We differed on a lot this week.
We did. I think I as great as Chicago's defense is, I still think Derrick Henry is going to use both hands, hold the ball with his teeth, and just stiff arm everybody out of the way and run for 98 yards.
Yeah, they're not great. They're not good against the run. Actually, so.
Yeah. So I think we'll go ahead and differ on that one there. and we'll see how it goes. Guys, thanks for joining us on Game of the Week.
Of course. It's always a
Absolutely.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Robbie, good luck this week.
Scott, suck a dick.
Good luck, guys. Shake hands.
Gentlemen,
Shake
All right,
hands,
I'll do it.
please.
Where's your hand?
Shake virtual hands. Yeah.
Shake hands.
wait, how about a virtual high five, Robbie?
Get out of here.
Oh, God, it's great. All right,
Good luck,
guys.
good luck to everyone.
Good luck,
All right.
guys.
All right,
Good luck.
adios, guys.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night. Heart.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I'm trying to-
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I said good day.
Goodbye. Goodbye. All right.
Big Chungus over here.
How do I Skype? How do I do a Skype? I
What
don't
is
know.
a Skype?
What is a
a
Skype? We'll figure it out. All right. Well, that puts our Week 9 predictions in the book. Books. There's only
And
one
the
book.
book.
The pandemic football book. We'll just put that right there.
Holy
Close.
Pandemic Fantasy Football.
With that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Guaranteed money after this week as long as the league does not fall apart entirely.
It can happen.
There's still a couple of days left before the Sunday game, so we'll find out. But assuming all things are full steam ahead here, good luck with your weeks this week, and as always,
Go sports.
sports.